Brax explains why everyone is wrong about Jade. Oh my god, is this a nuclear content? Hold up.
So I'm not paid to shill Jade or
Braxo 2.
anything. I'm one of the few Hoyo creators that doesn't get paid to do guides anymore. And I also like there are people that do get paid to make videos on certain characters, and like that's fine. Like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean they're getting paid to shield a character. It just means they're getting paid a commission.
I used to get paid. Do the Robin instant app. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the Robin. We're not gonna talk about the Robin. We're not gonna talk about the Robin. Anyways,
but basically, like, here's
rank 1 blacklisted Hoyo shield, by the way. Rank 1 blacklisted Hoyo. And this changes everything.
A lot of people are missing the point of Jade, and realistically, like, the reason why Jade has so much value in this game, because not a lot of
she has tits.
people are looking at it from the right.
Actually, yo, by the way, yo, mods, grab the timestamp, send it to the clip channel.
Right perspective. I've seen a lot of conflicting opinions from YouTubers and streamers as well. And so I'm gonna clear up like why Jade is such a broken unit. Okay, so here's a well, maybe not like such a broken unit, but such an important unit. So like I have every character on my Braxophone account right now, just because like I do it for content. I want to have every character at my disposal. And there's a lot of characters in this game that are AoE characters. They have lots of characters that are single target characters. They have lots of characters that are blast characters. And generally speaking, the blast characters we found to be the best. But like some of the AoE characters are really good. So like Jinglu is like insanely good. Acheron is like just blowing everyone out of the park.
Yeah, she blew me.
Single target.
My wife.
The point is that like there's a lot of different characters that have different niches, but most of the characters in this game have been crafted specifically for Memory of Chaos. And that's the biggest point that I think a lot of people are missing, is that like if you can do Memory of Chaos, that's great. Memory of Chaos is the benchmark that we started with. It was the main endgame game mode, and everyone built characters for Memory of Chaos because that's the one to do. And honestly, of all the endgame game modes, I like Memory of Chaos the most. In terms of like if you're gonna do any endgame, actually I think I like Simulated Universe the more, but I don't think that's endgame, right? So there's like all these characters that are specifically made for Memory of Chaos, and then you have some characters that were out earlier that do AoE, like Serval. And you have other characters.
Oh my god, Chad, you guys remember our fucking Serval the Slayer video? Oh my god, dude, that video was so fucking good. But unfortunately, it never really took off. Oh my god, that was one of my favorite videos I've ever made in my life. Hold up. Do you guys remember Serval the Slayer? Our Serval Zero Cycle vs Jingyuan. Actually crazy. Look at that fucking thumbnail, guys. Peak cinema. Yeah, one of my favorite videos. Okay, anyway, let's continue.
Characters like Jingyuan, who was meant to be like an AoE unit. You have Argenti as well. Now these characters aren't.
Okay, Chad, if you guys have not watched Freyren and it has been out for like, I think it's been like 4 months. Then womp. Cry about it. It is what it is.
Can you clear MOC with them? Yeah, probably. But that doesn't necessarily mean they were meant for it, and they don't excel in it in the same way that like Jinglu or Acheron would. And the real reason for Jade to exist is to be the same thing that Jinglu was for MOC, that Dan Heng was for MOC, that Acheron was for MOC, and the goal is for her to be that for pure fiction. And I think a lot of people are skipping over that fact because she sucks in MOC. Well, it depends. I don't think she's really that horrendous, but she's not great in MOC compared to the other characters you could run in that.
Okay, I want to give a pretty interesting take here. If a character is not great in a gacha game, okay, we're specifically talking about like waifus aside, right? Husband aside. If your character is not great in a gacha game, then why would you pull for the character? If you're talking about like efficiency, if you're talking about value, because there's so many different gacha you can pull for. You get what I'm saying? It's like the competition is so high because each of these characters, they cost the same amount of Stellar Jades. You're gonna cost like roughly on average 75 pulls if you hit soft pity anyways. So a Jade is gonna be 75 pulls versus the Acheron is gonna be 75 pulls. Obviously, the person that people usually go for is gonna be Acheron. And they both cost honestly. Unless you tell me Jade is on half price, then hey, sold, brother, sold.
Spot. And it's the same for Apocalyptic Shadow. Yes, you can use Kafka Black Swan, and it's actually not that bad depending on the Apoc Shadow that you're actually doing. I really like Kafka Black Swan when I tried it with her. But there's other better options, right? What people are missing though is there's a lot of players that don't clear Pure Fiction. And actually on my free-to-play account, I am one of them because I spent so much time trying to pull for characters that—
do you guys know that I'm completely free? Do you guys know that I'm completely free to play in Zenless? Completely free. I am the only streamer that's completely free to play in Zenless. Episode
are good for MOC, so I can clear MOC. And that way I can have stacked teams when the metas change, and I can have coverage for every single thing. But it also means that I didn't invest as much into my Pure Fiction characters like Himiko, Herta, Serval, which would be like the free-to-play accessible characters, just because Himiko, you get on a 50-50 loss, and then Herta you get for free, and then Serval you also get for free, right? And you can absolutely clear Pure Fiction with some of your MOC characters, but Jade makes that shit so free. And I'm not just saying this to try to convince everyone to pull for Jade. I just think a lot of the people that are saying that Jade is shit are not really looking at it from the perspective of what she's actually meant to do. Yes, she's meant to be a Pure Fiction character, and there's actually nothing wrong with that at all.
But the thing is that there's a lot of other units that you can do to clear Pure Fiction as well. Okay, like for example, he made a very good point, right? If you've lost 50-50, you probably got a Himiko. Fuck it, just use Himiko. Why would you spend another like 75 push just for a unit that barely does something better? You know what I'm saying? Or if you really want to run Jade with Himiko, yeah, sure. But does it change everything? Is it worth the 75 push? Is it worth the 75 push? Oh yeah, we also have Herta, which is also complete for free. Jade feels too expensive. Stellar Jade's wise. She just feels not worth it to pull for.
There's characters that are meant to be MOC characters that can double dip into Pure Fiction, and she can't go the other way as well. So I understand why people are frustrated with it and why people don't like her and why people say she's a shit unit. But realistically, let's say you can clear MOC every cycle, but you can't clear Pure Fiction every cycle. What are you gonna do? Pick up more MOC units, or are you gonna pick up a Pure Fiction unit? Right? Like logically, it makes the most sense. If you're clearing MOC and you're not clearing Pure Fiction, then you now have an option to pick up a Pure Fiction unit. That's
okay. That does make sense. If you're a player that can only clear MOC for some weird reason and you can't clear Pure Fiction, or then I think it makes sense. Like if you really want like a bump up, right? Like if you have never cleared Pure Fiction in your life, but you have always cleared MOC 12 every single time, then I think it's pretty good. Considering that you literally have nothing else. You didn't raise Himiko is level 1, Herta is level 1. You don't even have Himiko. Then I think she will be in a very, very niche situation where she can actually add value to your account. But on the flip side, is this a common thing that if you clear MOC 12 but you can't clear Pure Fiction? It's very common. Herta is free. Okay, completely fair. Yeah, Herta is free. I can't clear both. Alright. I kind of struggle with Pure Fiction. Only if you refuse to build Herta, right? So you have a completely free and good ass fucking unit that is Herta. And the reason why Herta is so good is not even because like her damage model is good. It's just because she works with so many of the buffs. There's so many like follow-up buffs and like whatever evolution buffs. Herta just works. More than that, she's probably not even the one dealing the most amount of damage. It's like the Pure Vision buff itself. So she can make use of it very, very nicely. Just like Jade, you know? Just like Jade. So I guess if you just refuse to build Herta for some weird reason, yeah, I think she's a pretty good pool.
Not Argenti, because Jade is in my opinion, such higher value than Argenti. I'm sorry, Argenti.
You know, Argenti initially was released for Pure Vision as well, right? He was initially released for Pure Vision as well. Because his skill kills hits everything, and then you cast his ultimate to deal with the elites. Is Jade better than Argenti for Pure Vision? Okay, I actually don't know, because like I don't play Pure Vision all that. Any Argenti mains, any Jade mains. Is Jade better than Argenti for Pure Vision? Argenti is still better than Jade. Of course, Sarah, the rank 1 Argenti shield enters the chat. Boba better. Wait, Argenti? Yo, Young, what up? Yo, Argenti is a unit. I thought he's just a boss. That's crazy. I don't know about Jade, but Argenti can still be clears. And Argenti can be used in Pure Vision. Can be used in MOC. Right. Yeah. Argenti Sean can even do Super Argenti. Right. So have you guys tried 4P Steve Argenti? 4P Steve Argenti against the physical weak side on Pure Vision. You have infinite energy. Because every single time you break something, you get 3 energy back. Insane tech for Argenti, by the way. If you guys want to try that shit.
We have Himiko at home. So that's who this character is meant for. It's not meant for you. Like if you play MOC and you don't give a fuck about Pure Fiction, then this character isn't one you need to pick up, right? But it's like if you're struggling in Pure Fiction, but you're not struggling in MOC, and maybe you're not struggling in Apoc Shadow, this is like the missing puzzle piece. So that's why I think she's not as bad as people are making her out to be. And why like it really bothers me when people are like, oh, this character is like complete shit. Because she's really not at the thing she's meant for. She may not be as flexible as other characters, but for a lot of people, she will be the missing puzzle piece. Like, I'm really not trying to convince you guys to pull it all. Like, I'm not sitting here like, oh yeah, you should absolutely pull Jade, Corpa, you know, like me getting a bag or anything. It's nothing like that.
Manipulated by Braxophone, the rank 1 Hoyo shield. Completely spreading manipulated. Manipulation. Manipulation is fine. I am now brainwashed to pull for E6 S5J because Brax told me so. Insane.
I just really do think that for me, the only reason I have this perspective is because my free-to-play account struggles with Pure Fiction really hard. For me, this would be a good pickup for my free-to-play because I already have so many MOC units. So I don't know, man. I feel like people are overlooking that like drastically. Also, she's really good with some like 4-star light cones too. It's a Jingyun buff. Yes.
I hope universally Jing Yuan just gets shit for like no fucking reason. Yeah, yo, send to the clip channel and see you guys on the update. Bye. You have cooled your last cool, my man.